Just before we start this video, I have got a couple of things to announce. First of all, about the Insight series schedule. I will be uploading every other video, so it'll be an Insight video, another random video, and then an Insight video. As well as this, I've also found 40% of you guys watching my channel aren't subscribed, so if you do me a really big favour and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. It actually helps me out a lot. But without that said, let's get into the video. What is going on, everybody? My name is Owen, or Gingerbread, and welcome to the second part of my Zombies Insight series. In this series, I'll be giving a bit of an analysis on every single Call of Duty Zombies map. If you haven't watched the first episode, being the Toten video, I highly recommend you do watch that one first. It will just make a lot more sense, and it'll be a little bit easier if you go in order of the maps. But without further ado, let's get into one of the most disturbing maps in COD Zombies, Verrückt. Verrückt is set in 1945, based in Wittenau Sanatorium in Berlin, Germany. In the map, you play as 4 Marine soldiers known as Tank, Dempsey, John Banana, and Smokey. The 4th Marine soldier is actually never found. You never know his identity. So with the sort of storyline and stuff, I'm just sort of going to pretend he's not there. But this being the second COD Zombies map, and with the success of Toten, they knew they had to bring some new and good features. And obviously with the map, they brought the perk system. The perks they added in this map was Double Tap Root Beer, Speed Cola, Quick Revive, and Juggernog. These are the most iconic perks, as they are the 4 base perks. And obviously to power these machines, they added the power switch. But obviously the power switch, we all know and love it. It's just one of the most essential things in the game, and it is in most of the maps. But other than these features, they added one of my favourite features that we only get in a handful of maps, and that's the fact that you can spawn separately from your team. In this map, there's 2 spawn rooms, the Jug spawn room and the Quick Revive spawn room, and it just made the map a little bit more challenging, as you had to work together and meet up in the middle of the map, which would be the power room. And if you really wanted to, one person could go and open up the whole map while you could just sit and spawn. So it just made it like this map to speak to other people. This map just required a little bit more of teamwork, is what I'm trying to say here, and this is not really what we get to see in COD Zombies anymore, and it's a very good feature. Now for the storyline, it's pretty basic. 4 Marine soldiers were sent to an asylum to extract an OSS spy known as Peter McCain, as he was spying on the facility. They find that the place was overrun by zombies, but Peter actually managed to escape, but the soldiers were actually trapped and forced to hold off the zombies. After a while, they died except Tank Dempsey, as Group 935 actually took him in for testing. That's pretty much the base storyline. You can look into other storylines and stuff. I'm not really going to dive into the storyline too deep with this series. I'll just give you a rough explanation of them. Now for the gameplay side of things, this map is pretty difficult, and obviously I think this is why this map is quite underrated and not many people play it. The map is very narrow. There's barely any training spots, so if you're actually going to go for a high round on this map, good luck. For solo, your best chance of surviving is to train around the whole map and using them traps, using bouncing betties, using trip mines, stuff like that. Don't just use the weapons. Obviously the weapons are going to drop off in damage because there is no Pack-a-Punch on this map. Pack-a-Punch wasn't even a thing at this time, so the weapons drop off about round 25 depending on what version of the game map you are playing. So just be careful for that. If you are with multiplayer, it's a bit different. You're playing with different people, you're playing with other people. Your best bet is to probably camp. There's a couple of camping spots. There's one by Double Tap. There's actually an electric trap right outside the old camping spot, which is lovely. There's one by the power room. There's no traps near there, so you sort of have to be careful with that spot. And there's also a room called the John Banana room. You have seen it in the gameplay. It's near Quick Revive. That's probably your best bet. But these are not guaranteed high round camping spots. It's not like a buried camping spot that can get you to like 30 very easily. You do have to be careful because you can get overrun very quickly. I recommend if you're going to do these camping spots, have about 3 people because you are going to need that firepower. Like most maps these days, it's been remade a couple of times. You can get it in BO1 with DLC 4 along with all the other World at War maps. You can also get it in BO3 with Zombie Chronicles, and it's finally a feature map in Revelations. With these new remasters of the map, they do add some new things, like in the BO1 version, they didn't add too much apart from BO1 box weapons, the Winter's Howl, and the addition of Mule Kick. Now, the Winter's Howl, it's basically an ice staff. If you don't know, it's just a very weak version of the ice staff. They probably put this in one of the most pointless maps. This map is so narrow, and it's just like a Widow's wine gun, pretty much, is the best, easiest way to sum this gun up. It's pointless. Don't use it, to be honest. you're probably going to see gameplay of it, and you're going to see how useless it is. The BO3 Zombie Chronicles version, they added a Wonder Fizz machine, they added a Gobblegun machine, they also added the BO3 weapons to the box, and most of the wall bars were BO3 weapons as well. So the BO3 version of Verrückt was pretty easy. You can get all the perks by using Perkaholic, and you can get upgraded weapons with, you know, wall power, crate power. So if you're going to go for a high round on any of the versions, I highly recommend you go on BO3. Now, you're probably wondering what makes this map so disturbing. Now, for starters, you're in the middle of nowhere in an abandoned mental asylum. I think the thought of that alone is pretty terrifying. You've got nothing but apart from a couple of guns and a couple of perks. Also, in the background, you can hear faint screams and creepy carnival music. You do have to listen out for that quite carefully. When I read this in some sort of like pages and stuff, when I was gathering information for this map, I didn't really hear it at first, but as I was getting gameplay for the map, you can hear it once it's been mentioned. Also, the word Verrückt actually translates to crazy or insane, so you can tell this was the intentions for the map. Now, I'm not saying this map will literally make you shit your pants, but compared to the other zombies maps, it's pretty scary. And it's kind of sad that they didn't really take this route for zombies, and I feel like the more newer the maps get, the more goofy and lifelike they actually get. And, you know, I actually kind of like the scary approach to this map. If you've never played this map before, I do highly recommend you do it. It's very fun and challenging, and the one thing I will say is to play it with friends. This map is so much more better with friends. It's a little bit more challenging, but camping and, you know, getting overrun all the time and you have to stay alert, it's sometimes quite fun. Now, personally, this map is a bit of a weird one for me. I like it sometimes, I don't like it the other. Sometimes I prefer to take a more laid-back approach to zombies, and sometimes I like to go for Easter eggs, try and do it under 20 rounds and whatever. I'll try and do crazy stuff like that, but most of the time I am more of a laid-back zombies player, so this map is a bit too like chaotic for me. Overall, the Verrückt is a very disturbing map, and will always be known for the map that will most likely scare the shit out of me. I hate to play this map in the dark. I know that sounds babyish, but deep down, I know it's weird. I don't really know about this map. It's just terrifying to me. Put in the comment section below if that's me. I don't really know if that's just me, but this is Verrückt, one of the most disturbing maps on zombies. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Help me get to 110 subs before the end of the month. I really want to get this goal. I'm going up quite a lot of subs. Also, thank you so much for 100 subscribers. I haven't really mentioned that yet. I was going to make a video for it, but I don't really know what to do. I still am happy to make one. If you guys have got any suggestions in the comment section below what I should do for 100 subscribers, I will do it. I do want to show my appreciation towards that. Honestly, when I hit it, it was absolutely amazing. It was the best feeling, so thank you guys for that. I will see you guys in the next video. The next video, I'll give you a little teaser here. It's something to do with World War II zombies, so stay tuned for that. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.